Greetings, friends, and welcome to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, master of the Cool Guy Zone, and I'll be your host on this journey. If you've been here before, welcome back. But if you're new here, I've been reviewing movies for quite some time, and I decided to start making these short videos in hopes that I can either turn you on to something new that you haven't seen before, or maybe warn you against watching something that you shouldn't. I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Happy Pride Month! I'm going to be releasing video reviews of queer-coded horror films all month long, and I really hope you enjoy. Love is love.
Duh.
Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Death Drop Gorgeous from 2020. This movie was both written and directed by the trio of Michael J. Ahern, Christopher Dalpay, and Brandon Paris Sanchez. And fellows, if you're watching this and I mispronounced any of your names, I apologize. This is a drag-themed slasher film with an old-school giallo flavor, and it's available to stream on Shudder and Tubi. Let's begin the review. Someone is killing the clients and employees of a drag club named The Outhouse and draining their bodies of blood. It just so happens that Dwayne, a young man that used to work at the club, has come back to town after his long-term relationship broke down. Dwayne is staying with his friend Brian, who is an aspiring singer, dancer, and social media influencer, who also wants to be the next big drag queen sensation. The owner of the club, Tony Two Fingers, who is also a bit of a degenerate, reluctantly hires Dwayne back. Now, I read that most of the cast of this film was comprised of non-actors, and to that I say bravo. I've definitely seen some Home Depot acting in my time, but the people that they brought together to make this picture were quite competent by comparison. Dwayne gets the lay of the land. The current big star of the club is a queen named Janet Fitness, who does a workout routine to her song Death Drop Gorgeous. It's not a great tune. Also employed at the club are Audrey Hartburn, which is a fantastic name, Lindsay Buckingham, except replace the B with an F, Rosebud Chianchi, a Marilyn Manson-looking queen named Tragedy, and the aged veteran Gloria Hole. Janet knows that she's the business, and she acts that way, and this rubs Gloria very the wrong way. Gloria serves grade A grizzled catch you next Tuesday through most of this movie, and she's the star of the show. Courtesy of the IMDb, I learned that the practical special effects used in the most gory sequences of this film were created by Dragula Season 2 contestant Victoria Elizabeth Black alongside her fiancé Opulence Black. Very cool. More people die, and some dirty cops get in on the search for the killer. They initially try to hide the deaths for Tony while investigating, but as the bodies pile up, it becomes impossible and the word gets out. The cops initially try to finger Dwayne for the murders, and eventually we learn the identity of the culprit and the reason for the killings. The queens in this movie were great, even when their acts were not. Some of the original songs used in their numbers were not fantastic and felt a little flat. The performer that played Gloria Hull was great, and Tragedy was hilarious.
I am Tragedy.
The ending twist was decent enough, but it was kind of easy to guess. The second twist, though, was much more satisfying. On the plus side, the effects done in this movie were done practically and they look good. Whoa! On the negative side, the actors that played Tony, Brian, and the main cop were also the guys that wrote and directed the film, and unfortunately they were the weakest links in the cast. That being said though, this movie was fun, it was campy as hell, and it would make for a great movie party night. I rate this movie 5 out of 10. As always, a link to my Letterboxd can be found in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe as it really does boost my engagement and help my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
I don't have any cash.